Hi, fourth grade friends. It's Mrs. Fox here. And today we're going to be starting a new chapter in our math notebook. And this is lesson 4.1. And this whole chapter will be discussing math expressions. This week we're going to be working with number expressions. And an expression is a part of a number sentence that has no equal signs. So if we look right here, we have an example. 4 plus, and then you see a number sentence inside parentheses. And parentheses are these two little symbols right there. This week, you're really going to be concerned with the order of operations. And I'm going to move to the next slide to show you what I mean by order of operations. When you see an expression with parentheses, the clue is to always do the problem inside the parentheses first. So when we look at this example, 4 plus, and then in the parentheses we have 10 minus 9. The first thing we're going to solve is the 10 minus 9. And we know 10 minus 9 is 1. But we aren't finished solving this equation because we still have that 4 plus part that hasn't been dealt with. So let's go ahead and do it now. Now we have 4 plus 1, and our answer to the problem is 5. Let's look at another example. This time we have 5 plus, and then we have parentheses, which show 12 minus 9. So remember, what are we going to do first? We're going to solve the parentheses first. Well, 12 minus 9 is 3. But don't forget we still have the plus 5 to deal with, and now we can go ahead and solve the problem. 5 plus 3 makes 8. Take a look at this expression, however. Now you will notice that we have the parentheses first in this expression. And it doesn't matter where the parentheses is in a problem. You just always have to remember that you need to do the parentheses first, then do the other pieces. So let's go ahead and do 12 plus 13 first. And if you have to, go off to the side and do your regrouping or line them up on top of each other so that you can solve it better. If you can do it in your head, that's fine as well. So we know that 12 plus 13, the number equation in the parentheses, equals 25. But we still have to subtract 10 from it. And then we end up with our answer as 15. Let's do another example together. This time we have 3 plus 16 in the parentheses. And when we solve that, then we'll do 20 minus that number. So let's find out. 3 plus 16 makes 19, but don't forget we still need to do 20 minus 19, and that leaves us with the answer of 1. Let's look at this equation now. We have the parentheses placed first, and we need to find out what that answer is, 28 minus 12, before we can add 7 to it. So let's go off to the side, and let's not try to do this in our head. Let's make sure we're accurate. 8 minus 2 is 6, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So our number in our parentheses is actually 16. Now we can add 7 to it, and 16 plus 7 is 23. And there you have your answer. So now I want you to open up your math notebook, and I want you to go to this lesson, and all I want you to do is I want you to give it a try by answering questions 5, 6, and 7. So go ahead and hit pause and just do 5, 6, and 7, and when you're ready, press play and we will check your work. All right, so you gave 5, 6, and 7 your best shot. Let's see how you did and let's check your work. Hopefully you remembered to make sure that you solve the parentheses first. So in the parentheses for number 5, we have 2 plus 4, which makes 6. And now all we have left to do is to add 7 plus 6, and that makes 13. So give yourself a pat if you got that problem. Now let's try number 6. We've got to do the parentheses first. And we know 3 plus 6 makes 9. And now we're going to do 13 minus 9, and your answer should be 4. Now let's take a look at number 7. Number 7, you might have needed to do some scratch work on the side. Hopefully you remembered that you needed to do the parentheses first, and you're going to do 21 minus 17. And you know what? If you can do this part in your head, that's great. If not, go ahead and get your scratch paper out and solve it over to the side. Oh, now I can do 11 minus 7, and that is 4, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So now what I'm really left with is 4, and then I can't forget the plus 11 part. 4 plus 11, my final answer is 15. So if you're feeling really successful with this, you were able to really get 5, 6, and 7 accurate, go ahead and if you would like, try to finish all the way to 16. If not, we're going to be working with all these equations tomorrow in class. So I will see you tomorrow morning. Thank you, everyone.